Let's do a sketchbook exercise that's kind of fun and methodical. We're going to use masking fluid again for this one. This is one of those ones where, where you want to paint. You have time the next day to actually sit down and do something, but sometimes you need to ensure that you're motivated to do it. Do this the night before, let it dry, and then you're ready to go in the morning. We're going to take some masking fluid or any sort of resist, and we're just going to make a bunch of random shaped ovals. Just put them down wherever it feels good. Once they're dry, I did mine early enough in the day where they actually dried, so I'm going to grab my watercolors and I'm going to give them a good spritz. We're going to paint in between all of those ovals we made, so you might need to actually mix up quite a bit of color depending on the size of your page. So put some water in a well and then mix up whatever color you want to. Then we're just going to work across the page, filling in between all of these ovals that we made. Once we get to the bottom of the page, we need to let this dry. I don't like drying masking fluid, so I'm gonna go do something else. Everything's nice and dry so I can remove the masking fluid. I'm gonna use this little mask away. It's a specialty masking fluid remover to remove all of this. Removing masking fluid can be a little bit tedious, but it's also pretty satisfying. It already looks cute as it is. You could leave it there, but I've got more plans for this. So I'm gonna start by remixing a similar color. Probably won't be exactly the same, but a similar color to the color I used for the background. Once you're happy with your color, you're gonna wash your brush, fill it with clean water, and just starting in any one of these, we're just going to fill the entire oval up with just water. Then you wanna wait for that water to soak into the paper a bit. You're gonna wanna find a light and check the reflection. We wanna see that go from kind of glossy to more of a satin finish. And once we're there, then we're gonna dry our brush off. We're going to grab that color we just remixed, and in the center, we're just going to put one single drop, and we're just going to let it kind of spread and soften across that wet-ish oval that we just made. You could do this with a bunch of different colors. I'm going for the monochrome moment, and I'm going to repeat that for every single one of these ovals. You might find that working in groups is actually easier to kind of manage how wet things are, so you're not waiting so long on every single one of them. You could call this good if you like it here. I still feel like messing with it. And since the masking fluid has been removed, we can let it dry or make it dry. It's nice and dry, and I'm still feeling the monochromatic moment. So I'm just going to take that same color, put it in my brush, and then I'm going to make concentric circles within each of these, leaving a little space in between them. And I'm going to make as many as each shape feels like it needs. There's something about the methodical nature of exercises like this that's super calming. So maybe give this a try if your brain needs a little break.